Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Dior, and this is Middara. So, no restores yet. Let's reset our stamina real quick. Agility's back to normal. So, yeah, we got some fancy little upgrades. We got an Orgon blade, as well as a ghost canister. So, looking pretty good at the moment. So, now I believe we go to rumors. Yep, page 105. We've already done the experience, so yeah. Are you sure it's down here? Nightingale couldn't see her way forward anymore through the tight confines of the tunnel. She wished for one of those camping headlamps common on Earth, but alas, she didn't think anything like them existed on Middara. With both hands busy climbing, she had to make do in the near darkness. Positive, Patrick answered. He was just a little further along than she was. You can feel the roots all around us, right? How many secret tunnels do you think people carved under giant trees in the middle of a deserted forest? This is the right place. Still seems like a sketched way to get there, Zeke muttered. They continued like that for some distance, Nightingale feeling her way along the roots and jagged rocks. Unfortunately, even her quick reflexes and careful movements could do them no good as the ground beneath them started to crumble. Nightingale squealed, wrapping her fingers tightly in a nearby root. The ground gave way and the roots tore out away in her hand. They went tumbling into the dark, screaming as they fell. Continue 18, split apart, 106. A short way down the cramped pathway into the tree, the ground gives way, sending you careening down into the cavern below. As you sit up, you realize that you've been separated. It seems that when the passage cracked open, it spilled the party out in two different spots. The sounds of monsters can be heard from all directions. Hopefully coming down here wasn't a terrible idea. Alright, load page. Load page. Thank you. Alright, so for some reason they never delete the Patrick figure, even though they constantly add one. So I'm just going to delete the old one. Alright. So, achievement, Sickle Slaughter. If any adventurer defeats 3 cave sickles in a single turn, read the following hidden text. And then special encounter rules, we have Patrick as usual. He has following your lead, which means he goes last on the first turn. And then we got springy cave sickles that are capable of jumping 3 spaces instead of 2. They still have to roll the black die and not get a skull. The requirements is just to get the blue exit, and pretty much that's it. There is a blue objective marker in the wall right here. And while you're adjacent, you can do an encounter action to make a strength 12 check. If you pass, you replace that objective with a passage token, which will allow you to essentially breach a tunnel in the wall there. And then, of course, we have separated. There are 2 different starting zones. Players must randomly determine which adventurers, except Patrick, start on which starting zone. The players roll 2 purple for each adventurer. The 2 adventurers with the highest roll start the encounter at UM7. The other 2 start the adventure on UM5. So we'll roll, and roll. So there's 12, 5, 8, 7. So 12 and 8 are together, which means that's Zeke and Nightingale. They are the highest roll, so the highest roll goes to UM7. UM7 is the one with Patrick. Okay. And then the other 2 end up on the difficult terrain here. And then, just like the standard Esper rules, I can place DM and Femke or Femk to adjacent to any of the starting zones. So that is going to be the plan. All right. Now the question is this: where do I want them? I'm thinking. We'll just put them together. Like so. As long as it is adjacent to the starting zone, you can place them there. Alright, so that evens out the sides a bit. We have cave sickles 1 through 3 and 4 through 6. We have an earth loa. And we have a water loa. The water loa is still not upgraded. And we need to reset the cardinal earth loa's health because apparently we beat the crap out of one some time ago. Probably back with the bounty. No, it was with the other side quest before we fought Melody. All right, so just kind of show the layout. So there's a wall separating both groups. Team Low Roll over here doesn't really have a clear route to the exit. I mean, they can breach a hole here and jump across here, or they can try to make a jump here. The jumps here are, of course, not very safe because it's a 3-space jump. There's a red totem there, blue totem here, and some random loot tokens. So with all that said and done, let's go ahead and dive in. So reset initiative. Patrick is going to go to the end, and that should take care of all of that. Alright, so Remy goes first. She should not have barrier or any of that stuff anymore. We'll just pile that over there. The rest of that is fine. Okay. So for her action, she's going to move. Yeah, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not the best place to move, to be honest, but I want to go ahead and get started on the swing-in. So I'll attack. I have to empower it, unfortunately. And it missed for more ways than one. And then we go to DM next, which I need to actually set them up, so let's do that real quick. And Patrick does start with all of his fanciness. So 4 energy tokens. None of them are wounded, so they'll have their full health and all that. Okay. So who was it? DM? Alright, so DM goes. She is right there. She doesn't really need to move. She has reach. Yeah, she has reach, so she's kind of good on that front. So let's grab some exhaust tokens. We'll grab this one. I'm going to go ahead. I can't do resonance because I can't use symbols against a arcane opponent. So it's just going to be a straight up false idol attack. I am attacking through Remy Square. Even if I went adjacent, I would still have to go through Remy Square because of how diagonals work. So it's just going to be a straight up roll. Alright, I do hit. Symbols don't matter. It's going to be 15 against, or sorry, 14 because I'm attacking through an allied square. Also reset that HP. So it was 14 versus 5 armor, or sorry, 9 defense. So it's going to be 5 damage in total. Yep. So good to go on that front. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 more stamina to attack one more time. Alright, that is 16. I am attacking through an ally, so it'll be 15. So it's going to do another 6 damage, because it's against defense 9. I'll go ahead and take 2 points of damage to do blood toll, and give herself an additional 2 stamina, and she'll use that 2 stamina to attack one more time. Alright, it's a miss because of the skull, but I haven't done my reroll yet, so I'll go ahead and reroll. Okay. Unfortunately, this time it didn't do enough. Yeah, I probably should have tried doing Ruination instead. So, actually, wait. No, I did hit. I don't know why I thought I didn't. So, yeah, that's 12 minus... For some reason, I thought I did only 10. So 9 and 3 is 12. Attacking through an allied square is 11. They have a defense of 9, so I do 2 damage, which is enough to finish her off. So good to go on that front. Nice to not get blasted with magic. Alright, 21 combat loots left. Only one item's left in the deck, so the chances are pretty low. So 6 gold. Because all that's left is the monster loot, which I would like to get, but like I said, it's essentially a 5% chance every time we draw now. Gradually getting better. Alright, so that was DM. It now goes to cave sickles 1 through 3, which is this group. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Can actually go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this one's going to go ahead and attack Remy. There's only one cave sickle that's within range. I can't. Oh, actually, I can't. I remembered. I actually remembered this time. Sea Witch Fetish. I ignore all negative effects of water and current, so I can dodge in this state. So I will. I'll go ahead and use the Gene Tweak and dodge. Alright, 3. That's going to increase her defense to 14. This cave sickle is attacking through hindering terrain, so it's going to be -1 to the attack. 15 -1 is 14, so 14 is exactly a hit in this case. It's going to do the raw damage is 0, and then every shield and starburst. So 1, 2, 3. It's going to do 3 damage in total. She has 1 armor, so she'll take 2. Her catsuit only reduces melee attack damage, not range, so she'll just take the rest. All right, and then the purple one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that is in range. So it's going to go ahead and attack Remy. This one is actually in range of 2 of them, so it's going to roll a teal and an orange. She's actually going to go ahead and pop her nano robes and make that one miss automatically. Actually, no, she'll just take it. Why not? She has plenty of health. Alright, 10 -1 is a miss. Good thing I didn't bother wasting the nano robe. And then this one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Yeah, be up to range 4, so you're trying to stay at range 4. Alright, she's not going to dodge. It'll just be a raw roll. Alright, 13 -1 is 12. It is a hit, so it's going to do 1 damage base, because I have a defense of 11. Then it's 2, 3, 4. So it'll be 4 damage in total. With armor, it's going to bring it down to 3. So there you go. Alright, next is 4 through 6. So cave sickle 4 is going to attack... it's probably going to attack Nightingale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's going to attack through hindering terrain. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and use the Hoodie of Deflection. Who do I want to? So the reason why I'm hesitating is because I want to get the achievement. I need to kill 3 in 1 turn. So if I accidentally kill one with a counter, that's going to be problematic. So I'll let the cave sickle just attack me. Yeah, I'll let the cave sickle just attack me as is. So actually what I can do, yeah, I'll let it attack me for now. So it's just going to be, there are 2 cave sickles nearby, so it's going to be a teal and an orange. -1 to the attack because of the hindering. Alright, misses completely. I won't counter. And then it's going to go within melee, move to be adjacent to opponent with the most damage within movement range. I believe everyone here has no damage. Yep, no damage, so it's going to go after closest target, or rather it goes towards furthest on the initiative, which is Remy. Or not Remy, but Nightingale. So, alright, so it's going to move adjacent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and attack Nightingale. Nightingale will go ahead and activate the infection to deal herself 1 damage to reduce the cost to do an action by 1, which I'll use to do dodge for free. And I get +1 because of the Hoodie of Deflection, so I have 13 defense right now. Also 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 1 cave sickle is within range now. Alright, 10's a miss. Next is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next is the green one, which is just going to go to here. Or sorry, go to here and attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. I won't dodge. And it is shooting through hindering terrain. Actually, it's also shooting through an allied square. So it's going to be -2 to the attack. Alright, sorry about cutting out there. I had to fix my mic. So -2 to the attack brings it down to 10, which is a miss. And then pink cave, the last cave sickle, it's going to go to here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Alright, shooting through allied and hindering, same situation. Not dodging, misses. Alright, next goes to Nightingale. Okay, so we need to make this happen. Let's see what my options are. Alright, so first things first, we're going to do down the masses, spending 2 stamina to make our attacks. We're going to target Cave Sickle Teal and miss completely. I'll use a lining machine to make another attack on that same target. I'll go ahead and use Kill the Messenger to change that into an 8, which will bring it up to 14. These Cave Sickles have a defense of 10, so it's going to be 4 damage, plus 6 from the arrows brings it up to 10 damage, and then the Starburst brings it up to 11 damage. I'm going to go ahead and also pop a Devastating to make it 13 damage. So 1 dead, and then I'll shoot. Also, actually, nope. Sorry, take that back. Take back that Devastating. I have +1 to my shot because of I haven't moved. So I have +1 to my attack. So that actually makes it 15, so the base damage is 5. 11 from the arrows, and then the Starburst brings it up to 12. So I don't actually need to use Devastating to kill it. Done. Alright, second shot from down the masses is going to go for the pink Cave Sickle. Alright, that's 14. It's shooting through through hindering, but I do get +1, so the total is 14. It's going to do 4 damage, 5 damage from the Starburst, and then 11 damage from the arrows, and then I will exhaust the Devastating to kill that one off as well. Alright, next I'll do a precise shot. Alright, that is 15. -1 and +1 because I'm not moving and I'm shooting through hindering terrain. So 15, that's 4 or more than their defense, so it's going to do a flat 5 irreducible damage. And then it's going to do another 5 damage on top of that, bringing it to 10. The arrows alone will also bring it up to 16, which is enough to kill it. Alright, so right up, just boom, killed 3 in a row. Alright, you send the Cave Sickle limbs in all directions, gain 1 random common relic. So shuffle and draw. Shuffle, draw. Alright, so this is the Bobble of Opulence. It has a conviction upgrade of white. After an opponent has dealt you damage, they are dealt magic damage equal to the damage they dealt you. So it's a flip effect, unfortunately. So it's not the best, to be honest. So, but I'll add it to the pile, and it's at least a conviction upgrade. What I would probably use this for is after I use my fight drives, I would swap it. Since obviously a fight drive, once it's used, is completely worthless until the next encounter. Also, we do need to draw a loot card for the Cave Sickles we took out. So that is 5. So 163. Alright. So we got the achievement, by the way, so let's go ahead and take care of that. It was Sickle Slaughter. So we're good to go on that front. Bye-bye 4 through 6. Alright. And then anything else Nightingale wants to do this round? You know what? She will go ahead and... yeah, that's kind of it for this round. I mean, I could give everyone a bunch of stamina, but it'll be kind of wasted on her part. She can't move now because she's already used our bonus. So I'll just go to Zeke next. So Zeke is going to... I'll wait on the items for now, because we might loot some. And I'm going to go ahead and spend I'm going to do a bunch of buffs. All of it's going to, of course, go to Nightingale. There we go. And then he'll also use his Mend to get his other 2 heal tokens. So now he has a max of 4. He'll then use his stamina to move and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go there. Alright, after Zeke goes to Rook. Rook is going to move. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he'll go ahead and cast on the furthest cave sickle. So Courage Stifle. 6 plus 6 is 12. Alright, they failed the save, so that one's going to take 8 damage. Because I only have 4 armor at the moment. Okay, and then goes to Earthloa. Earthloa has no allies nearby, he's just going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. Next goes to Femke. Femke's going to go ahead and get moving. Alright, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to go ahead, since she has reach, I'm going to go ahead and attack that cave sickle. I'm going to use, of course, a false idol first. Am I attacking through... Okay, I'm not attacking through hindering, so it's going to be 11 in total, which is a hit. It's going to do 1 damage base, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'll do a total of 6 damage to it. So 6 damage to orange. And then I'll go ahead and spend 2 stamina to attack again. Actually, I'll do quick blow instead. So spend 1 stamina to attack again. Alright, I get to reroll the attack because I haven't had to do that, and I miss again. Alright, so that's it for her. Goes to Patrick. Patrick's going to spend a stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just go there. Alright, that's the end of the round. Also, we don't have line of sight with this totem. Pretty much you have to get all the way to here to be spotted. Alright, so Zeke. He's going to go ahead and just buff himself. And get that out of the way. Alright, goes to DM. So DM's going to get 3 stamina. She's going to spend 1 stamina to move. She is actually going to go ahead and make a jump using Remy for help. She's going to jump 2 spaces and try to get to there. Alright, 11 plus her agility alone will make it easy enough to make that jump. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do 6, 7 there. Okay, so spent an extra stamina to get that extra move. Then she's going to go ahead and do false idol and attack. She's also going to go ahead and pop resonance. Why not? Right, it's a miss, so I get to reroll. 10 is a hit, surprisingly enough. So base damage is 0, and I have 2 shields, so it's going to do 2 damage to it. Alright, I'm going to spend my last 2 stamina. This one will not have the resonance effect. I'm not sure when you're supposed to declare the resonance one, but I'm just playing it safe. Alright, so 14, it's going to do base 4 damage, which is enough to finish it off. It only had 4 health left. So that's one dead cave sickle. She will go ahead and take 2 more damage to give herself 2 stamina, using Blood Toll. And then she's going to spend that 2 stamina to cast Ruination, targeting those 2 cave sickles that remain. So cast a spell. 8 plus 2 books from the Empower die brings it to 10, plus 6, it's a spell 6, so it's going to be 16 in total. So they both get to roll, so we'll start with red first. Fails, and then the other one also fails. Alright, and then I re-roll this, and do 7 damage to both of them. Deal magic damage equal to the result of a roll made with DM's highest casting die. So that is 7. It's going to do 7 damage to red. And then 7 damage to the purple, which will kill it. Okay. Then that was DM, goes to Femke next. Femke's going to get 3 stamina and then spend 1 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. I was thinking about going down here just so I don't deal with the hindering, but I'm just going to go ahead and just take it. I'll go ahead and use False Idol and attack. Alright, misses. I'll use my reroll. So 14 minus 1 because I'm attacking through hindering is going to be a base damage of 3. And then 4, 5. So it does a total of 5 damage, which is enough to kill it. Let's make sure I did the math right. So that's 14 minus 1 brings it to 13. They have 10 defense, so 3, and I had 2 shields. So yeah, 5 damage. Finishes off the last cave sickle, and all that's left is the golem right now. Let's go ahead and draw our card. 6 gold. Sorry, my fingers are on the wrong keys. Alright, that was it for Femke. I'm not going to... There's nothing really else I can do, so that is it. It goes to Rook. So what Rook's going to do is he's going to go ahead and spend a stamina to move back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to go right here and do the strength check. So it's a DC 12. I rolled a 12 automatically, or a 12, so it's going to work no matter what my strength is. And we get to replace this with a passage. And just out of paranoia, I'll just make a copy and replace it. And it goes right here. Alright, so now we can get to there. I don't have line of sight of that totem just yet. Alright, goes to Patrick. Up to 5 stamina now. Seeing what he has that could possibly help him. The answer is not much. He's just going to move and go onto the hindering terrain. Then it goes to Remy's turn. Remy will go spend 2 stamina to fly. Also, I gotta remember when she's at 17 health or something like that, she can't fly. That's something I always forget. Usually it doesn't make a difference though. 1, 2, 3. There's the totem. So blue totem. Alright. A group of cave sickles crawl out onto the stone bridge. They screech as they charge at you. Spawn 3 cave sickles adjacent to the space this totem occupied. So cave sickles 1 through 3 are going to come back. 1, a 2, a 3. Okay. So I was right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can go like that. Not the safest move, especially since I don't really have any means to counter or dodge. That's okay. Yeah, that's not going to work for me. Instead, we'll go 1. So I went 1, 2, 3. I can go 1, 2, 3. So I'm at 6 now. And I could go here with the last stamina. That'll block line of sight at least. Alright, that's it for Remy. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So that was 7 movement. I spent the extra stamina. Alright, goes to K-Sickles. K-Sickle. Now what they'll do is they'll actually go after nearest opponent, which is actually Rook. Yeah, Rook is the nearest opponent. And the way this one has to do it is it actually has to go 1. There's a few ways it can do it. It can go 1 and then make a 3 space jump. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see if it can make the jump first. It can. This is a diagonal here, so Rook will go do his break attack. So 12 is a hit, and it's going to do 2. Let's see. Also, something I've been forgetting to do here is when an opponent with an SOI is defeated, add an energy token to this card. At least 2 of them, at least 2 things have died around this card. So I'm just going to go ahead and put those on the card now. Just stack them. Alright. And when making an attack, I could spend more if I need to. So 12, and then every 2 shields gives +2 physical, for a total of 4 damage. I'm not going to spend the energy tokens, so I'll just do 4. And then it's going to make a ranged attack against... it will make a ranged attack against Rook. Actually, no, it'll make a ranged attack... 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll actually make a ranged attack against DM. Because DM is furthest up on the initiative. So DM can't dodge, so it's just going to be a raw roll. It only has line of sight with 1 cave sickle, so it's just going to roll an orange and an orange. And it misses. Alright, then K Sickle Purple is going to go ahead and make its jump check. And makes it. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll put it as far away as possible, but Remy will go ahead and make the break attack. So yeah, the movement's kind of weird, and Remy misses. So it's going to try to make moves as beneficial as possible. So the reason why I moved the K-Sickle up a space, even instead of staying here, is if it stood there, it actually blocks all the others from jumping. So with this, they can at least stay together. So that's why I kind of pushed forward. And then this one pushed forward simply just to meet the requirements for the range, to try to best meet the requirement of the move within range for the nearest opponent, which the nearest opponent, like I mentioned before, was Rook. So it moves to here, and then it's going to make an attack against DM, because DM is highest on the initiative track. So same situation, only 2 orange dice. DM can't dodge because she's in water. 12. So the Remy summons have a defense of 12, because her defense is 11, and then she has the Friends with Benefits. So it does hit, and then the shield and the starburst makes it so it does 2 damage. So she'll take 2 damage, putting her at 6 wounds. Alright, and then it goes to the orange one, which needs to make a jump as well. And makes it, barely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moving as far as possible away from Rook. And then it's going to go ahead and shoot at DM at -1. There are 2 around it, so it's going to roll teal and orange. And it rolls a 7 in total, which misses. And DM can't do anything, she has no stamina. Alright, so that was it for 1 through 3. It goes to Earthloa. Earthloa is going to go ahead and attack the closest target, which is Patrick. Patrick is going to spend his stamina and dodge. So 3, he has 11 defense, so that's going to be 14. He's in hindering terrain, so it's going to be -1 to the attack. Alright, 12 -1 is a miss, and that's it for him. Then it goes to Nightingale. She's hasted, so she gets 4 stamina. She'll spend 1 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is an exact diagonal, so she can actually shoot here without hitting anything. So no minuses. She's going to do Precise Strike first, and she's going to empower it. Alright, well that's a complete miss. I'll go ahead and use the Aligning Machine to attack again, and I'll also empower it. Okay, so 14 is a hit. Unfortunately, that would have been great on the Precise Strike. So 14's a hit. They have 10 defense, so the base damage is 4. Starburst makes it 5. There are 5 shields, so it's going to do another 6, so that's 11. And then 13, 15, and this thing has 5 armor, so it's going to do 10 damage. Unfortunately, the arrows are not going to do anything because this thing's armored. Alright. And then she's going to go ahead and burn her fight drives. And empower both of them, essentially. So let's make the attack. Alright, that's a flat-out miss. And then we'll use the other fight drive and empower it. Alright, I'm going to change that to... I can change it into... Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the Kill the Messenger and change that into an 8. So that makes it 14. Which is still not going to do enough damage. I'll do 5 damage and it gets absorbed by the armor. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, this is where if you have the one upgrade where you can convert 2 books to 2 magic damage, it really helps a lot with the damage output. I'll probably do that with the next bow she gets. Alright, so let's reset initiative. Alright, Zeke goes. He has plenty of stamina. So he's going to go ahead and move to here. And then he's going to go ahead and buff up Patrick. Actually, I think I already have some tokens up there, don't I? There you go, have some haste and some armor. Alright, it goes to Rook. Going to spend 2 stamina to cast Courage Stifle on the red cave sickle. 6. So 12 in total. 12 in total, so it resists. Then I'll cast it again. 6, or 12 in total. Alright, this time it failed. It's going to take 8 damage, which is enough to kill it. And then that'll give another energy token. You can have up to 4 on this weapon. But that's it for him. Yep, that's it for him. Alright, goes to Cave Sickles 1 through 3. The purple one is going to attack DM because she's in melee now. DM can't dodge because she's in water. So 2 orange dice because there's only another Cave Sickle left. 11 is a miss because she has 12 defense thanks to Friends with Benefits. Then it goes to the orange one, which will attack Remy. Remy will dodge because she has the fetish that makes it so she can ignore the negative effects of water. And let me roll the black die for that. I got 2, so I'm up to 13 defense. And it misses. And she doesn't have any stamina left to counter, so that is it for Cave Sickles. Next is Nightingale. Nightingale is going to go ahead and get her 4 stamina. She's going to open with Precise Strike and Empower it. Whew, that would be a good attack if it actually rolled high. Alright, well, complete miss and wasted quiver. I'll use a Lightning Machine and Empower it. This is why I don't really like Precise Strike that much. I mean, it's an extra attack, that's the main benefit, but all the other effects for it just don't really help me much. Alright, 12 is a hit, but it's not going to do any damage. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and use the Infection, take 1 damage to empower for free, essentially, and then attack with it, and use my last 2 stamina to attack. And missed. Yep. So if I had actually used both Devastatings on that one attack where I got 12, I would have done a grand total of... I would have done a grand total of 1 damage. Actually, it would have done 2 damage because I hadn't moved yet. But that's okay. I'm not going to rewind that. It goes to Earthloa. Earthloa's going to attack Patrick. Patrick's going to dodge. And he's going to fail the dodge. So this means he's going to hit me hard. 13 minus 1 is 12. That is a hit. It's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. So 4 damage. He has 2 armor and barrier, so he only takes 1. And then he has to make a force 12 check. So teal and white dice. And he passes. Good for him. Alright, goes to DM, who is right here. DM is going to go ahead and pop False Idol and Resonance. Make her attack. Alright, that's a miss. She'll reroll. That's also a miss because of Skull. And then she's going to spend 2 stamina to attack. Again. Alright, so that's 11 in total, which will hit that Cave Sickle. It's going to do base damage 1, then 2, 3, let's see, base damage 1, 2 from that shield, 5 because of those 3 shields, and then the burst will bring it up to 7 damage in total. So 7 damage to purple. That's it for her. She's not going to bleed herself again. It goes to Femke, so she's going to go up to 5 stamina, spend 1 to move. 1, 2, 3. And then she's going to go ahead and pop her False Idol on the purple Loa. Or not Loa, purple Cave Sickle. So 14 is a hit. It's going to do base 4 damage, 5 damage, 6 damage in total. Which is enough to kill that purple Cave Sickle. It only has 12 health. And then she's going to go ahead and spend 2 stamina to it. Actually, she's going to spend 1 stamina and do Quick Blow and attack the other one. She missed. She'll reroll. That's 15, so 5 damage, 6 damage, 7 damage, 8 damage, 9 damage, 10 damage in total. To orange. And then she will spend her last 2 stamina and exhaust Brutal Slaughter just for shits and giggles. And attack 1 last time. And misses. And she has no rerolls left. Alright, goes to Patrick. Patrick is going to go ahead and heal himself. Actually, no, he only took 1 damage. Alright, well, I think he's just going to stay in place for right now. Yeah, that's probably his best bet at the moment. Alright, new round. Okay, Sickles 1 through 3. So this one's going to attack Femke, because Femke is furthest up the initiative and adjacent. Femke will nimble dodge because she's not in water. Alright, so +1, that brings it up. There's 1 shield there, +1 from nimble, also brings her to 14 defense. And it has -1 to attack because it's attacking into hindering. It misses, and I'll spend 1 stamina to counterattack. So that's 11. So base damage 1, 2, 3 damage from shields, and then or 3 in total from the shields, and then 5 from the starburst, which is enough to kill it. Okay, Cave Sickle's dealt with. 7 gold. If there is a monster loot I want to get, it's either from the Earth Loa or the Cave Sickles. Cave Sickles have an item that lets it so your weapon has poison, and then Earth Loas have an item, a monster loot that lets you do a one square push. Both of which are quite handy. All right, so that takes care of Cave Sickles. It goes to Femke. So she'll get 3 stamina. She'll spend 1 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Goes to Zeke. Zeke, are you wounded? No, you're not. Alright, so Zeke, I'm just going to have you go around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that was 6, 8, 10, 12, and then he'll loot the token here. So blue. Find 5 gold and 2 random mundane consumables. So it specifically says mundane. So 181. There are 4 mundane consumables. Shuffle, draw, shuffle, draw. Alright. I'll just add that to the pile. His inventory is actually almost full at this point. Yeah, he's actually the only person that has room. He has 1 spot. He has 1 slot of room left, and Remy has 3 slots of room. So we're almost through everything that's available. All right. So with all that said and done, let's keep going. So that was Zeke's turn. Goes to DM. DM's going to spend 1 stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that's good enough for her. Goes to Patrick. Alright, so Patrick is still hanging out, so I'm not going to move him or anything. Actually, I'll spend 1 energy token just to top him off. Because if I get hit again, I'll get it back. Alright, Earthlow is going to attack. He's going to dodge. Alright, no shields. 11, that's exactly a hit. It's going to do 2 damage, which will do 0 damage. Because he has, which means it doesn't even trigger Royal Guardian. And then he has to make a check. 13, he passes. He is the most, he has quite the conviction. Alright, goes to Rook. So what Rook's going to do, he's going to spend 1 stamina to move. He's going to go right here, and then he's going to spend another stamina to go ahead and put out a Font of Renewal. He's going to place it right there. Okay. And then it goes to Nightingale. Nightingale is going to keep swinging. Precise Strike first, and she'll empower it. Alright, well, not worth the trouble. So I'll just go ahead and use the Lightning Machine and empower it. Okay, that is worthwhile. So that's 16 in total, because I haven't moved. I'm trying to remember. Patrick took 1 point of damage, which means I can, and I believe it's before Nightingale's turn, so she should get +2 damage. So she has +2 damage from Bearer of Justice, +1 to the attack. She hasn't moved, so this is 16 in total. So it'll be 6 damage, 2 from the Bearer of Justice, so 8. Starburst brings it up to 10. Shields bring it up to 16. 18, 20. So a total of 15 damage because of the armor. Yeah, this bow can do some damage if you can maximize it. It's definitely a bow you should be using Empower with, to say the least. She's also going to go ahead and hurt herself with the infection, and then attack and Empower. Okay, so that's 14, 15. Same situation. It's going to do 5 damage base, +2 from the Bearer of Justice. Starburst is going to bring it up to 8. And then there are plenty of shields here, so that's going to be 14. And that's going to be enough to kill it, because it'll do 9 damage and finish it off. So good news is we finally took it out. Bad news is we now have to deal with urgency in a second. Alright, but we do get to draw, so let's draw some stuff. 8 gold. So 189. Okay, next goes to Remy. How are you doing, Remy? Are you hurt? Yes, you are. Alright, so I'm going to spend 2 stamina to have her fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That way she can start healing. Alright, new round. No urgency yet. Goes to Rook. Hey, Rook, how are you holding up? You're good. Alright, so we'll spend a stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Goes to Remy. Remy's going to recover 2 health. And then she's going to move. 1, 2, 3. She'll prepare to fly in a bit. Alright, goes to Femke, who's going to go up to 4 stamina, spend 1 to move. 1. Alright, what's the red totem? In the corner, you see a cave sickle clawing at an old chest. Spawn 1 cave sickle adjacent to this token, and place a random loot token in the space this token occupied. Okay, so we get a random loot. And a not-so-random cave sickle. So it'll be a red one. Going right there. Alright, Femke will go ahead and use her False Idol to attack. Alright, 11 is a hit. It's going to do base damage 1. And then the shields bring it up to 6. Okay. She'll spend a stamina to do Quick Blow. Alright, that's 16. So it's going to do a base 6 damage, which that alone is going to kill it. But 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It'll do 12 damage in total, which that alone would one-shot it. Alright, draw a card. 8 gold. Alright, 197. Okay, and that is it for her. She's not moving anymore. Also, that resets the urgency, which is good. It goes to DM. DM is within line of sight and range of the font, so she's going to recover 2. And she's just going to hang out. I'll just set her to max stamina. I don't really need her for anything right now. There's no other totems on the board. Alright, goes to Zeke. I mean, there's a chance that something could spawn from a loot token, but I'm not that worried about it. Alright, so Zeke hasn't taken any damage. What he's going to do, though, is he's going to go ahead and move adjacent to Remy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like so. And yeah, and that's it for right now. Alright, goes to Patrick. Patrick's just going to go ahead and spend a stamina to move next to Nightingale. And Nightingale's down 3 hit points, so he's just going to use 2 energy tokens to heal her for... actually, I only need to use 1 to heal for 3. There we go, healed for 3. Then it goes to Nightingale. Nightingale's just going to move to catch up with everyone else. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that was 7, 9, 11, 13. Alright, new round. Since we spawned and killed something, we don't have to worry about urgency yet. Alright, goes to Rook. Rook has 0 space. But I think I'm going to go ahead and try to loot the thing anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then he'll loot yellow. Alright, so yellow gained 1 random consumable. Alright, so shuffle, draw. He doesn't have room for it. Unless I discard the Warhammer, which would cost me 5 gold. I don't really need this immediately, so I'm just going to put it in the stash. Alright, then make a perception 10 check. Rook's perception is 2. I'll go ahead and use the enchanted piercings to reroll my dice. Alright, that's 9 plus 2 from perception brings it to 11, which is just barely a pass. If you pass, you find a hidden compartment, the party gains 20 gold. So 20 more gold brings us to 217. And that's it for Rook. Goes to Nightingale. Nightingale's just going to hang out at this point. Give her 4 stamina. Yeah, she doesn't have room for anything. Actually, she's good to go. Because, yeah, the fight drives will refresh soon. Alright. Goes to DM. DM's going to heal for 2. And that's it. Goes to Patrick. Patrick is just going to hang out at this point. Yeah, just going to hang out. Zeke's going to hang out for now. Actually, he will spend a stamina to go ahead and reshuffle his equipment a little bit. Get those hand axes ready. Alright, goes to Remy. Remy will heal for 2, and then she's going to spend a re-equip action to grab some of the stuff that Zeke has. We'll grab his throwing knives. Yeah, we'll grab the throwing knives for now. I'll free up some space for him. Alright. And then goes to... Oh, actually, do the re-equip action. Then I can move, and I'll fly. No, I'm not going to fly. I'll let the others handle that. Alright, goes to Femke. She'll spend a stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then spend a stamina to loot. It's a green one, which probably is a trap. 10 gold on random consumable. Shuffle, draw. Okay. what was it, 10 gold? 10 gold. Alright, cool. 227. Alright. And then at any time, Zeke could activate his utility core, so he's just going to do it to draw that last item that's missing. Like so. There you go. Alright, so we've gotten everything out of the deck now, so we have full control over what goes in and what goes out now. Alright, okay, and that was Femke's turn. Alright, new round. We get an urgency token. It doesn't matter at this point. Well, I guess I should note it just in case. Alright, Rook will hang out. Nightingale's going to hang out. DM is going to heal for 2. Bring her back to full. Remy is going to heal for 2, bring her back to full. And then Femke's going to hang out, and then Zeke is going to go ahead and hit the exit. Alright. One condition, we've met it. There is no reward, and we go to the Treacherous Riverlet next, which is this one. After regrouping, you continue on. You hear the rushing of water as you come upon a swift-moving river. The river runs over a steep drop that exits the cave. The smell of fresh air is inviting, and you look around to see if you can find a drier exit. As you scan the cavern, you see that you are not alone. Water Loa and Earth Loa close in on you from both sides. Looks like over the falls it is. So yeah, there's a elevation 4 and elevation 1 drop here, which in most cases would mean death. And this is I think our first experience with rapid currents, which actually moves you 2 spaces. There's deep water for the blue objective, which makes it so you don't die when you fall into that spot. And adjacent spots. Still have Patrick, he still goes last. There's strange cracks on the ground. And then there's Patrick's shotgun. If the adventurer with the Patrick shotgun token is defeated, place the token on the ground. It's just like the bug bomb. It's just like the Loa crystal. Pretty much, it's an item it's a token you can carry, and you drop it if you get defeated. And if it gets destroyed, if it goes to a dangerous terrain, it will be destroyed. So that is pretty much the gist of it. All right. So yeah, that was everything. So we'll be doing this one next. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and call it. I am the Depressed Ego, and this was Middara. See you guys next time.